Yo, it's time to finish this off. So, last time, we already saw that there was a lot going on. Also, I just had... Oh, it's right there on the... Awesome. I was like, I knew I had the remote, which is constantly used for going up and down on games like this, ready to go. So...
At least this game is consistent, unlike Dino Crisis.
I'm going to do my best, by the way, at the end to have, like, a story explanation. So, we'll see. So, first we're going to start off with something you've probably never seen before, which is the blood bank is closed. And the reason it's closed,
Everyone is
level 5, all 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 level 5. So I actually wanted to show you one other thing that was interesting. Do you know how once you get 10 serums, they become one bigger serum? And I wanted to show you this as an example, but literally, once you have everyone have exactly enough to have level 5. In fact, when they closed it, I was really scared because I had like 8 big things, and I was like, oh crap. But then I had the exact amount I needed to make everyone level 5. Anyway, so 10 of the really small ones becomes one of the medium-sized ones, and actually 5 of the medium-sized ones become one large one. It's like very like fat. I never saw that before doing this because you have to get a lot of blood to have one of those things, but that is a thing. And yeah, we're at 1,000 milliliters of blood that we'll never be able to use. So everyone is God tier. It's like getting a character to level... This game isn't long enough for it to, like, really matter, but, like... Oh, my controller is.
Good old Nintendo analog drift.
There we go. Right. So, that
was technical error.
That doesn't count because that was technical error, yeah. But I gotta show you with these... I first show you where I did the grinding. It took, I want to say, about 2.5 hours, so nothing...
That also didn't count because I said so.
No, that doesn't count because these guys are stupid. They're the worst. They're the second worst enemy in the game. Okay, so this is how I did my grinding. I went down here. As all grinding is, it's very boring. But check this out. So Dan gets this. Remember how last time he had that ability where he would lock on their heads? Watch this. Ready?
You just you lock on to the weak point.
Watch. Okay, I'm way over. Yeah, right there. So yeah, I would kill those 2 enemies. I would get about... every time I do this room... Like, look at... I can't believe that didn't work. Of course, when I want to show off. But I didn't do anything there. All I did was press L and R. So everyone is like, God. I haven't used anyone else since like I'm level 5, but I think it's called like critical lock-on or something like that, and it's just like, everyone is just God tier.
Yeah, at least the developers knew that getting to level 5 everything is ridiculous.
Yeah, level 5, in my opinion, during a normal run of this game, you might get one character to one level 5. But to get someone completely level 5 is like, you really have to go out of your way to grind, and this really isn't a grindy type game. See, look, even Kaede. I don't know if she does, I don't know if it works through this. Oh, it does? Wow. Yeah, so Kaede God tier. Oh, also I found out that I was reading some fact stuff. So Dan is an Irish American. Kaede, which I guess makes sense, is Japanese based on the name. Kevin is an Irish, what's the word when you're really white?
Anglo.
No. Like literally, like the skin pigmentation. Albino. He's an Irish albino. Coyote is obviously like Mazito Mexican. Khan is Chinese apparently, and Master Smith, of course, is another type of like another type of like Hispanic or Mexican or whatever. But I never really knew that, how like they like build all these characters, all these different like nationalities and stuff.
Might as well be Kevin the entire game, considering that you can just do instant criticals every time and then just run through everything.
Yeah. So the only unfortunate thing is by the time you get to this part, which is the only place you can really grind everyone to level 5, you're like very God tier, except for maybe not. Bruh.
Well, okay. Kevin's still
if they don't have the weak points. I'm only taking this 2 minutes just to show you because I took so long to get all the characters level 5. This might be the only video on YouTube, and no one's ever going to see it, but this might be the only video on YouTube where it's like, hey, here's all the guys at level 5 on Killer 7. I'm curious to see how Master Smith is, because before he would just, like, blow everyone up. But yeah, essentially anyone at level 5, at all level 5s is, like, just... Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even have to try anymore.
No. So, yeah, let's switch to Master Smith and show him off right here, and then we'll, I guess, finish the game and stuff, whatever. We have a lot of story to go through. I was gonna say hello. 7, 8, 9. Does he never has to reload? Wow. Literally never having to reload.
Like, legitimately, that's crazy.
Let's do Coyote. Nice mixture of fast, but won't get BTFO'd in one hit. So we have a couple more cassettes to pick up. If you remember last time, we were picking up them cassettes. I'm pretty sure that they're in these 2 classrooms. I just did this last night, so cool. Yeah, cassette. There's 10 of these overall. By the time I double check my last area, I like get to the last area, I should have 9, because you get 1 for doing something special. And there's going to be a lot of essentially not story dump, because you've had story the whole game, but lots going on. Cool. So this graffiti. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Hey Trev, will you while I talk to Owazaru, will you pull up Killer 7 fact again, please? My apologies. There's this one thing that I did not memorize and my phone is charging upstairs.
What is it, like a blocker puzzle?
So what I want you to do is to go to the second fact. It's like 70 kilobytes or something like that, and then just get to go to Chapter 6, Part 2. There's going to be a specific code that, like, I don't feel like memorizing. Like, I kind of understand what they're asking, but I also don't feel like memorizing it. So sue me. And my phone recently has just been needing to charge all the time. Okay, so head down this way. Nice. He even gets more than 6 shots now, which is very interesting. Alright, we're gonna... So we did all that.
Is this something about your surname?
It's before that. It's, gonna be 2... It's gonna be 2 codes. It's gonna say something about like the Power Ranger things or whatever. And it's gonna say like data room or something like that.
Okay, I found 1 password.
That might be it. Yeah, it might be 2. It might be 2 later.
Okay, I think I found both of them.
I'll let you know in just 1 second. So we're heading to this data room. So essentially, I guess I'll show you real quick. So what you're supposed to do here is there are a bunch of posters outside, very similar to Chapter 3 when there were the posters of all the girls. And you're supposed to go down here and notice like the order of all these different ones. And you're supposed to compare that to the stuff that you see in this data room, and that'll give you your
Hey, at least it's an actual puzzle.
yeah, that'll give you your password.
The password is 3576.
That sounds right. Sweet. Okay. Hello. I like this. 656, and that'll explain something in a little bit. man. I was hoping that they wouldn't, like, specifically explain it out. Because, like I said, when I do this, I don't really, like... Just because I was grinding so much. Yeah, so these like, show you... Like, so, there's 6 of those drawings. There's 3 of that. So you notice that when you go out there, the yellow one was 3, and that was, 7. So I just didn't feel like writing it down and memorizing it. And then you also notice that, like, say yellow was the first one, then it was green, so 3, 7, 5, 6, whatever. So we have this cassette player with 8 tapes. Sounds about right for where we should be right now. Let's just double check our handy dandy map. Yep, that's good. And yes, we get 1 in there. So we are good. We're solid. But yeah, getting all the characters to level 5, getting even a single character all to level 5 would require a lot of, and not just a lot of grinding, because as we experienced last time, there were, every single level except for this one has a hard blood cap, so it would require very specifically... Hey, what the heck?
Wrecked.
It would require very specifically to, like, just essentially do it here, There's really no other option, considering the blood cap on all the other levels is, like, very small, all things considered. Yeah, that's right. Apparently I hit the weak spot. Oh, one more thing I want to mention. You know how you get those multipliers? After you get to about 70-something, it just says killing spree. So, like, before, yesterday I would have gotten up to, like, 150 or 200 or something like that. So, if you remember, there was 6, 5, 6, I believe. So we're going to talk to Travis. Straight up, this place is whack. Oh, and we're gonna find ourselves some truth. So we're looking for locker 666, which was the one that was written in the bathroom, and that gives us our singular soul shell and the tape. And then he said, shoot that locker, so we will. And then we're gonna shoot that one. Then we're gonna shoot that one. We're gonna shoot that one. And we get...
What? Another one?
We've only had this one for, like...
It's like, what can Master Smith do now? Like, take 10 vials and then do death atomic bomb shot?
So, the only thing I have a problem with this one is the simple fact that you get it so late. I'm gonna use it for 1 second. And it's cool, but it's not completely necessary.
I just wish they did it with some other characters.
Right? Yeah, so, like, Dan gets the special weapon.
That's it, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. It feels like Kevin, Khan, and all them are, like...
Dude, it literally looks like he's wearing, like, a Gundam, armor. Just miniaturized as, like, a human being. It literally looks like the Victory Gundam.
Yeah, he is something. So, shooting those lockers again, after we got the Master Smith open up the corridor.
I'm guessing that mass is mandatory to beat the game.
No, actually, it is not. Although the next mini-boss...
This is me. I do this all the time.
I'm going to use him for the next boss because it's pretty cool. Actually, no, I have to use Dan first and then him, but we're good.
What does this shirt say? It's just like Harodi? Is that a thing?
I have no idea. I was going to say warrior, but it's definitely not that. So yeah, like I said, we're about to get a lot of story, and even if it doesn't make sense after that, I will do my best to explain it, you know, essentially as it's happening the best I can. So yeah, we have 2 mini-bosses coming up. This cool gradient color, gotta love it. So yeah, this school obviously is not as it appears, and Travis specifically said that. Hello. Hope that works. Sometimes they're pretty picky on these. But yeah, watch this. Okay. Okay. Dan has finally ascended to literal God. I'm wondering if this will work. I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna move forward. At this point, yes, it actually is literally too easy. Whoa!
Whatever's happening right now.
Okay. The game doesn't tell you, but it's pretty important that you, locker B, that you should have 5 vials of blood going into the next place. So the very interesting thing about the plot of this game is that the political stuff essentially appeals to very little people, because you definitely have to understand how Japanese politics work, but it's pretty important also to understand how American politics work. I would say Japanese 75%, American 25%, but it's like definitely a thing that, like, like if you were like, what are the parties, like, what are the, like, you know, like Democrats and Republicans, what is it in Japan? Like, most people in America would be like, I honestly don't know.
Yeah, even I don't really know.
And
I would imagine that just like the Japanese people, they're probably very morally conservative, but I don't know about, like, socially.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's not you don't have to go super in depth. Just know that there's 2 parties and they are all corrupt. What a surprise.
Okay, you can skip this, who cares?
I'll skip. I'll skip it right now. From previous parts, this is the one thing in the game. I've tried every single one. Not a single one of these cutscenes can you skip. The kid, ever. But you can skip everything else. You can skip the ending. You can skip anything. So this mini-boss is pretty interesting. We're just gonna be cheap. Or, Trev, do you want me to do the cheap Master Smith way, or the way that's harder with, like, Dan?
Mask.
Alright. It's a pretty cool, like, like, cutscene type thing, too.
Gotta use
So,
Master
essentially,
Smith.
he's this thing that shoots out rockets, and what you have to do is shoot out all these rockets over and over again while chipping away at him. The Galactic Tomahawk Smile. Pretty tough. But, what we're gonna do... So we're gonna choose Master Smith, and we're gonna power up to 5, and it's going to just end the battle.
That is me.
He didn't even shoot, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, Master Smith got powered up literally, what, 4 times?
At
3
least
times?
4 times, yeah. And this is
gotta use him once at least.
this is the last cassette. So we're gonna get to the next area, and then we're gonna listen to all 10 of these cassettes. They're not very long, but they are extremely important, plot-wise. And also, you get a lot of. Oh, I like that. I don't think I've seen Master Smith do this yet. You get a lot of information that you need for certain For certain puzzles. So at this point, for us, Harmon's rooms are unnecessary.
Kino camera. Uh-oh. Garcia.
Ah, Garcia.
Ah, that's right.
Oh yeah. There's a lot that's gonna be happening.
And who might you be? Would you like to join me for a game of Russian roulette?
I was surprised to remember while playing this again that I remembered a lot of this, but just very vaguely.
How about it, son?
I don't think I remember any of this.
If you win, I'll let you in on a little secret. How to hit on women with 100% success.
And if I lose?
If you lose, then I want you to kill the president.
All right, it's a deal.
I want to meet someone that's just like, hey, you want to play Russian roulette?
This music, though.
Yeah, it's oddly, it's like both doesn't fit and fits.
I love Garcia. It just doesn't, like, literally. Okay.
I hate to say it, but you got guts, son.
So if we're looking at this as a
No
probability...
way I'm gonna die today. Or tomorrow, for that matter. At least not until the election is over. It takes more luck than this game to run a country, damn it.
1 out of 4 chance to die?
Very...
I'm on a roll. I'm hot. It looks like Lady Luck's on my side today.
1 out of 3 chance for Garcia?
Yes.
Now literally 1 out of 2 chance.
What's a country? Who are the people? What are politicians? Who knows?
What is a man?
I just wanted to become a president. All I need is to hear the empty click of this gun, and my dreams will come true.
Well,
It looks like you lose, son. Sorry, but a deal's a deal.
This gun holds 7 bullets. I'm a professional. You can't fool me, old man.
You and I, we're both sick. The only time we feel alive is when we put our lives on the line. It's a sad reality, but we people are never satisfied.
By the way, apparently that is
We'll
true.
always seek a higher rush. The history of the United States rests within the walls of this institution. It's an old tradition that has continued since the first presidential election. I want you to see it through to the end. And by the way, women are all the same.
I don't know if you'll get this reference, Trev, but when he was saying, by the way, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I always loved you. Okay, so let's...
the most obscure reference.
If anyone gets that reference, like that very specific reference, go ahead and post below. You can say, all right, so can I get the 2 codes for this then, please? Oh, you know what? Before we do that, they're gonna tell us the codes in these, but let's go ahead and listen to all 10 of these.
It's been a few days since the presidential election. Today's the 4th Thursday in November. Rainy. My name's Hobart, an FBI agent assigned to the Apollo branch. An investigation for the Electoral Justice Committee has brought me to this place. My purpose, to investigate any connection between this school and the presidential election. As I dig, I'm finding out that there's a lot of dirt. I knew something was up when they assigned me to take this investigation. Whoever finds this tape, do me a favor and look for the other tapes. I'll record my findings in these tapes. My first finding, 55549. It's the number of delinquent students here, and also the combination to unlock the safe. Don't forget it.
Yeah, that's 55,000 students.
This is Albert. There's more to this safe than I thought. It's got a double lock mechanism. I need another combination, but I figured it out. It's 72712. It's the number of criminals in this school. If I'm lucky, I might have the truth.
Reasonable.
But digging deeper might cost me my life. It's Albert. I ran a background check on the boy. His name is Amir Parkreiner. The Parkreiners. A family damned by the devil himself. Some say that they possess the DNA of crime. It's drawn the attention of many academics. It appears that Amir Parkreiner was sent to this school by the government. Assigned as his teacher was the former principal. His name's... He's the key person linked to some kind of underground organization.
Okay.
Amir, I definitely know that name.
So Amir is the one who Johnny Gagnon was sending all those carrier pigeons to. And then, very importantly, that principal whose name is...
It's Albert. And I must say I'm damn glad to still be alive. Still being able to record my findings. I heard a voice. More like laughter. I tried to locate the owner of the voice. There's something roaming around in these halls. I know it sounds crazy, but you have to believe me. This place is dangerous beyond my imagination. I've got to find a safe place. Just a minute ago, I found a student ID. The ID number is 00480-158.
This is literally one of those things you just need to write it all down.
Yeah.
Unless you have a fact like, okay, let me get my pad.
It's Albert. It's safe here. Just past 12. A quiet night outside the school. But inside the walls of this school, the voices still continue to echo. I think I'm going to go mad. It sure doesn't help my chronic headaches. Well, at any rate, I confirmed his birth date. It's November 22nd, 1942. Wait a minute. This can't be right. That's over 50 years ago.
So,
Dun, dun, dun,
pretty
dun,
interesting.
dun, dun.
Amir, the person who has been getting all those letters, was born, over 50 years ago.
It's Albert. I don't have time, but I found out where Amir is from. There were some documents sent from Alabama regarding his parents' blood types. The father, type A, the mother, type O. If their blood types are correct, then Amir's blood type must be wrong. It just doesn't match. Not only that, the DNA analysis doesn't match either. What the hell's going on here?
Okay.
That's a good question.
It's Albert. I'm in the library of the PTA. About Amir's parents, or should I say so-called parents. Their names are Michael and Catherine. They died in a car accident when Amir was 4 years old. Something about this car accident seems fishy. I better continue my investigation. I sense something bad here.
I'm sure nothing's gonna happen to this guy.
Is anyone else, while listening to this, just generally spooked? I know it's, like, literally just a game, and it's just, like... But I love stuff like this.
Oh, man, it's such good voice acting.
My name's Hulbert. My investigations on Amir Parkreiner led me to this school. I'm not even sure if the whole thing's even real. It all seems surreal. I don't know if anyone will believe anything on these tapes, but I gotta tell the truth. Amir Park Reiner died on April 28th, 1952. The registration of residence indicates that he was living with his parents. Then, who is the Amir attending this school? Have the records been fabricated? The government has gone too far.
So, Amir died at like 12 years old.
Facts don't tell the whole story, or the truth. It's so cliche, but it's the truth about the state this country is in. This school is controlled by the government of another nation. Students here are trained to become elite agents to work for the government. Graduates are assigned to leading positions in the government and promised their life. Some are recruited as Yakumo party members. Those selected become key players in the intelligence war. In other words, they have the capability to spark some fires in the United States. That's the job of a Yakumo party member.
So, this school, like Travis was saying, essentially takes these kids, these like otherwise, ne'er-do-wells, and make them into assassins. Which this Amir Park Reiner was someone who was going through the school as, just like everyone else, as an assassin.
Okay, this is it. It's all over. Whoever's listening to this tape, destroy it. A social security code like Eagle doesn't exist. Only the chosen ones are given such codes. Amir is an ace brought out by the Yakumo. He's a dangerous individual everyone fears. And he's standing right in front of me. Incredible. Amir.
I would not be surprised if that voice actor was the same as Dan. The voice sounded very familiar.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Can I get those two codes then? It was like 55514, I think.
55549.
49. Okay.
And then 72712.
Right. Obviously, a lot of questions still remain, such as, how was Amir around 50 years ago, but apparently still around, like, recently? This is a non-puzzle. You just go to the right until it does that, then you go to the left till it does that.
Cool.
Yeah. You don't have to know.
You can just assume that Garcian is just amazing at doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
That will be explained, actually.
Dude, I don't remember the ending of this game. I thought I did, but I don't.
That part will actually be explained, believe it or not. So we got the odd engraving, which that's very important. So this, we technically, I don't think have to do this, but it is like so quicker than going back the way we came. So we're gonna do it. So this is emergency staircase, like literally right outside of like essentially where we started. Looks extremely dark here, but not a big
My
deal.
boy.
Okay. And the in the end, the path will open. Okay, so the two men he was talking about, remember when you get to the hotel, and the two people at the very top just shoo you away in like 1 second? That's the two men that he's referring to. So we could head to the gymnasium, but we're gonna head back to the main school gate really quickly. That odd engraving we actually have to use right inside here, which is really nice. I was very worried when doing this that I would have to fight like a bunch of Heaven Smile, but the path you can take actually doesn't have any of them, which is very nice. Now we're about to lose. Oh, hey Keen. Boy, and this is really preparing us for later. Ooh, that's scary sound. Heaven Smile. Hee. Yeah, the two parties, I don't even know if I ever mentioned this before, in Japan, on this game, are the UN Party and the Liberal Party. Alright.
That was generally the Liberal versus the UN Party in Japanese was kind of the basis of either Chapter 2 or 3, I forget which one it is.
So we're about to lose the most important item in the game, which is the Vision Ring, which is probably something that you didn't even realize we had, because only technically Garcian has it. Alright. Yes. Could you pull this up then? I know the first one. So yeah, this is a little over the top. I guess it's to show that you find all of the like I know some of these. Let me try to answer first and we'll see. I don't know that one.
00480-158.
Yeah, so that I don't know off the top of my head. This is Alabama. But yeah, this is a bit much. It's like, all right, we get it. It's like 8 questions. I don't know off the top of my head.
1122.
Dang it! Don't worry, I go back to that same one. 1122.
1942.
Okay. So this one is weird and requires like a lot of extra because the guy was like, his father's A and his mother's O, so I don't get it. Why is it wrong? It's because it's literally the other one, so you kind of have to put 2 and 2 together. Father is Michael?
Yeah.
And mother's Catharine?
Yeah, with Katharine.
I think that's normally how you spell Catherine, but
I thought you did it with an E where the second A is, but I don't know.
might be right. And yeah, I don't know this one.
0428 1952.
So actually he was 10 years old, this person. And it's Eagle.
Actually, not even 10 years old because
Wow.
he was 9.5.
Okay. And what does doing all that do? Why? It opens one door to the gymnasium where we were just at. So what is the Vision Ring?
The ability to see Heaven Smile.
The ability to see Heaven Smile. Yep. So we just gave that up. And because this is a game, you can't, like, open that up and then pull it out and be like, okay! But I'm sure it's something like locked in forever or whatever. But yeah. So, hypothetically, if we encounter more Heaven Smile, we would not be able to see them. Which I'm going to avoid that to the best of my ability.
That's pretty scary. I guess that's how, like, every single human being in the world is instead of us. So, Heaven Smiles are spooky.
Yes. Let's talk to our buddy, I think the last time. Beirut. He is?
I think it's mostly because he's like a 90-year-old guy in a wheelchair.
Got that right.
Almost.
I think that is the last time you see him. See ya, Travis. You were one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, probably the best character in this.
Let's go into this gymnasium. Sure, there's nothing here. Oh, just a hanging body. Oh no, the last time we're gonna see this guy. I think. Yeah, if we remember from a couple times ago, we found out that this kid was like problems, but I don't think he was a killer. I kind of forget. Oh no, okay, well, yeah, there we go. Never mind. I remember the carrier pigeon was like going on and on about this kid, but I forget if he was like... But yes, he was.
Do we get to see my waifu again? Head-chan, whatever her name is.
No, I guess she doesn't get...
Rip.
Yeah, you last see her at the, You don't see her at the hotel, so you last see her at Curtis's place.
I mean, I guess they do just kind of go over whatever she is. Just kind of not super important.
Yeah, someone who just went kind of insane and, yeah.
So,
The press is gonna be all over this one. The United States cover will be blown.
So this is dirty politics.
The presidential election is in the hands of the Education Ministry. They manipulate the votes and bring forth political leaders.
Who's he?
Greg Nightmare. He was the chairman of Education Ministry.
What is United States? What is the purpose of the president?
I'm Japanese. How the hell should I know? Figure it out yourself. There are more important things. Shit. Like finding out who you are.
I want that golden gun, dude.
Yeah, seriously?
I should LP GoldenEye. There's like a PC port of it. That
Ooh.
I should definitely do.
Also, is anyone else thinking how strong that rope must be
Oh yeah.
to hold up Senior Big Butt?
Dude's at least 400 pounds.
Oh. Oh.
Hmm.
Well, that's interesting.
Is this a fight? Based. Oh, thank God you
I
didn't
know,
kill his
right.
Guardian.
All right, I'm gonna prepare everyone who's actually watching and invested. Just get ready for feels. All right, so we'll start with this fight after in the next part. See ya.